But it is, as I said before, it's a great time to be covering politics right now. We are in the midst of the 2008 presidential election. It's been going on for a long time. It feels like it's been going on a long time, and it has really been going on for a long time. I can pinpoint the beginning of the election. In my estimation, the election began on or about November 17th, 2.5 billion BC. The primordial soup, organic compounds, amino acids, all washing together, struck by lightning, volcanic activity, combining with organic compounds. Finally, an ancient life form crawled up from the soup onto the land. It was John McCain. He's old. My point is, he's a very old person. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead. Okay, here we are. 1947. This was the next step. Jackie Robinson was breaking the color barrier in baseball. And at the same time, Hugh Ellsworth Rodham, deep within the reproductive organs of Hugh Ellsworth Rodham, the sperm that would someday fertilize the egg, that would eventually become Hillary Clinton, declared her intentions for presidency. That yellow pantsuit's gotten a hell of a workout in the last 60 years. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Let's skip ahead. Oh, here we are. The 2004 Democratic National Convention. A very little-known Illinois state senator strode up to the podium and gave a speech that electrified a nation. Barack H. Obama. The H originally stood for Hitler. He later changed it to Hussein to warm up his image just a little bit. Not only was it a big night for Obama, but it was a huge landmark night for the Democrats, because for those Democrats in the convention center, for many, it was the first time someone cool was willing to talk to them. So those are the big three right now. We have McCain, we have Clinton, we have Obama. How did we get to those three? Well, right after this speech in November, George Bush defeated John Kerry. And the question immediately, the new campaign starts a nanosecond after the president is inaugurated for a second term. And everyone said, who will be the next man? Who will fill the shoes of George W. Bush? And obviously everyone thought Vice President Dick Cheney. But Cheney made it clear that he had no interest in being President of the United States. And of course, this came as quite a blow to his natural constituency, the mole people. That's kind of spooky, isn't it? Look at that. Oh! Let's blow the joke over. After that, the next big stage was the Democrats taking over the House and the Senate in 2006, a historic snatching back of power of the legislative branch. Now, it's hard to say. There are a lot of different theories as to why the Republicans lost both houses of Congress that year. Some say it was the Valerie Plame scandal. Others say it was the Abu Ghraib controversy. Some say it was the Duke Cunningham debacle, or the Jack Abramoff snafu, or the Hurricane Katrina kerfuffle, or the wiretapping whoops-a-daisy, or the Mark Foley fondling teenage pages, who'da thunk it? Though in retrospect, it's fairly clear that several people thunked it. But the fact was, the Democrats had it back. That election's out of the way. It was time for the nominees, the prospective nominees, the hopefuls, to reach for the brass ring in each of their individual parties. Let's start with the Republicans. Woo! Oh, that was very complicated. That was very. It started out with no. rebirth? Or something else is happening up there? I can pinpoint when the Republican nomination process really kicked off. It was on January 4th, 2007. There was a debate in Ames, Iowa, the first Republican debate. A busload of elderly tourists was dropped off at the debate. They walked inside, they came to the front row, and they sat there staring up at the podiums on stage. And they stared up at those podiums, waiting for the debate to begin for almost an hour before they realized that they were the Republican nominees. Nice group of guys, huge group. What a diverse group of men they are. What a rainbow diversity, from white to cream to taupe to eggshell to ivory to, let's say, sand dollar. We've had to say goodbye to a lot of them. Let's go down the list. Let's say goodbye one at a time. Mitt Romney. I think I have another photo of Mitt Romney. Ooh, that's a good-looking man. He had, he had one mark against him in the eyes of some conservative Christians. He's a Mormon. But, come on, look at that hair, look at that jaw, look at that smile. If that's, what a Mormon looks like, I would be willing to believe that Jesus snorkeled over to America to teach the Navajos. That's a good-looking man. I'm as straight as they come, but gun to my head, bent. Why not? And you know it would be hot, because if his campaign is any indication, he would take any position just to please you. So say goodbye to him. But luckily, he's in no trouble. He has a fallback position. He's gone back to his previous job as a box model for Just for Men. And of course, there was my man, Mike Huckabee. There you go. Mr. Mike, my running mate. He had it all. Man of faith, man of God. Didn't believe in evolution, or evidently math, because he thought he could win. And the name was fantastic. How great would it be to have a President Huckabee? I don't care. How bad could anything seem? President Huckabee addressed the tragedy today. That sounds okay. President Huckabee would be like Deputy Dog. We might still be overrun with illegal immigrants, but we would be free of varmints. People love this man. This man caught fire. Hundreds of thousands of people wanted this man to be president. Unfortunately, millions of people wanted him to go back to Arkansas. And now I believe he is working as a cockfight referee. Then there's Rudy Giuliani. What can you 9/11 about this man? He was the most 9/11 of all the 9/11. He had one thing going for him. Of course, he was America's mayor. That was the selling point. I'm America's mayor. And really, what do Americans want more in their president than a mayor? Forget about domestic issues or foreign policy. We just want someone to wear a sash and give out a key to the nation. Then Fred Thompson, obviously Fred Thompson. Incredible campaign. Declared for president.